Hi, how's everybody doing? It's Crazy Monkey right here again. Another vlog update. So it's really sunny outside right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful Monday afternoon. So I was curious, what are all you techies doing? What are all you liberal leftist techies doing in San Francisco, San Jose, Portland, Seattle? What are you doing on this beautiful, lovely Monday afternoon? Probably at your work. You're probably at your work, your techie job, but I'm in the middle of a three-day weekend for me. I was off yesterday, I'm off today, I'm off tomorrow as well, but that's no big deal. I'm off 3 days pretty much every week, so just another week, just another 3 days off like normal. But how y'all doing? I have to wear these sunglasses. They're actually ski goggles, gotta wear them. Hope that doesn't offend anybody out there. Hope that doesn't offend any of you Antifa. Hope that doesn't offend any of you radical leftist Antifa. I know a lot of you techies in Portland, Seattle, San Francisco. I know a lot of you techies support Antifa. Showed you that article a few weeks back. And, you know, I always hope you're not offended because I won't show you my eyes, but that's because the sun's real bright, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you shouldn't be that offended. I mean, you people wear total masks. You don't show your face at all, and then you break windows and, you know, you cause all sorts of trouble, throw rocks at people, throw bottles at people, throw bottles of piss at people. You know, you're just a bunch of disgusting Antifa people. That's what you are, a bunch of disgusting cowards that won't show your face, a bunch of disgusting cowards that will attack people in wheelchairs, attack elderly people. You know, I was seeing the pictures in the Portland Antifa rally where the Antifa was like chasing this 8-year-old girl down the street, and they were actually chasing the 8-year-old girl up a highway overpass. Not a highway overpass, it was a highway on-ramp where it shows the father and this 8-year-old girl, or maybe she was like 9 or 10, I'm not exactly sure. But they're actually chasing. They were like the conservative Trump supporters, basically. And this girl, she was like 8 or 9 or 10 years old, and the father was protecting her, and they're like chasing both of them, and they're actually running up this highway on-ramp, and you actually see the cars coming down as they're running up the highway on-ramp. But anyway, that's what Antifa does. Sorry about the wind. Hope the wind doesn't mess this up. It usually does. Usually when the wind starts blowing this hard, it's going to mess it all up. That sucks. But then they had another Antifa protest where they beat up this Asian reporter. I guess he was a gay Asian reporter, moderate conservative. They were attacking him, and then some older guy who was like trying to defend him, and then I guess they attacked him. You know, they just attack anybody basically. There's a bunch of scum. You know, one guy was actually a liberal. He was actually waving an American flag, and he was a liberal. They even attacked him because they said he was waving the flag. So they attacked the liberal as well. You know, that's the thing about socialism, folks, is when they take over, when these Antifa, when these radical socialists take over, you know, they're going to viciously attack other leftists, liberals that aren't as radical as they are. You know what I'm saying? So other more moderate liberals, they'll be viciously attacked because that's how the left wing works. You know, once they take over, they viciously attack other people that are, say, more moderate liberals. They'll be viciously attacked. These people are really scum. But anyway, I want to talk about that real quick right now. Talk about socialism and how it works. You know, I've been talking about this a lot, and I'm going to keep talking about it a lot. It's going to be like something I talk about quite a bit. Hopefully the wind stops blowing so I can say this and it works. You know, what's happening is this is a corporate, big government socialist system where the people at the top, these techie billionaire CEOs, them at the top, these government politicians, they're going to make all the money off the socialist system. They're going to make all the money, all right? And then the people at the bottom, that's all of us, we're going to get poor and poor and poor. One of the things the Democrat Party now is supporting, the Democrat Socialist Party with their leading candidates, they're supporting this free college education. And what is that going to do? Free college education, what's that going to do? It's going to make the college degree go down in value. You know, you get millions of people getting free college degrees. That's going to flood them people into the workforce. And then those degrees are going to be worth less money. And the salaries for the people with those free degrees are going to be much lower because the boss, he's going to have so many people with that free degree. He's going to have so many people with that free degree begging for a job. He's going to lower the salary. He ain't going to pay you 70 grand like he used to pay you. No, he's going to pay you like 40. He's going to pay you way less because you're going to be competing with hundreds of other people for that job because there's going to be so many people with those free degrees. That's what they're doing. It's the corporations at the top, the CEO billionaires at the top. They're the ones that want college to be free. Of course they want it to be free. Because then all these people with these free college degrees, the college degree will be like the high school diploma. Be effing worthless. You get this free college degree and you're going to find out you're only going to make what a high school diploma person makes, or slightly more. It's a total con game. It's going to make more poor people. It's going to make poverty go up. It's going to benefit the filthy rich elite corporations at the top. They're going to make all this profit, extra profit. And then our wages, our salaries are going to collapse. Another thing these socialists, these leftists support, they support the free daycare. So these women can throw away their babies, throw away their toddlers in free daycare. What does that happen? What does that do? What happens when that becomes a law? Well, what will happen is millions of women will throw away their babies, throw away their toddlers in these free daycare facilities, paid for by the taxpayers. Taxes will go up to pay for this free daycare. And then as those millions of women flood into the workforce, those wages will go way down. All those jobs they flood into, the wages will go down because suddenly the corporations are going to have millions of new people they can hire. And that will lower wages dramatically. So we're going to pay higher taxes to make less money. Can you believe that? These Democrat socialists, backed by the big, huge mega corporations, the mega corporations support this, they're going to pay us less money, and we're going to pay higher taxes, and we're going to get poor. And then the people at the top, they get all the extra profit because they're going to be able to hire these women at lower wages. They're going to be able to hire college degree people at lower wages because the college degree is free, so it's going to create a glut of college degree people, lowering the wages. It's going to, that when the daycare is free, it's going to create a glut of workers, women joining the workforce, throwing away their babies, throwing away their toddlers in the free daycare, and that's going to create a glut of workers joining the workforce, driving the wages way lower, benefiting the CEO, billionaires at the top. They're going to make more profit, and we're going to get poor and poor, and then we're going to pay higher taxes to pay for all this. So we're going to get hit. We're going to hit twice. We're going to pay higher taxes to make less money, and then the billionaires at the top, they get all the money, and then the income inequality just gets more and more extreme, more and more extreme. And then what did the socialist Democrats do? They say, we need rent control, we need rent control, we need rent control. And then what happens when you do rent control? Well, look at San Francisco, they have rent control. Look at Manhattan, they have rent control. Prices go through the roof. New people pay a fortune to live there because of rent control, because rent control makes the prices skyrocket. And then the people with the rent control units, they never leave. They stay in those apartments basically forever, a lot of times, literally until they die. They literally will stay in the apartment until they die because it's so cheap for them. And then the new people, because there's so few inventory, and because builders won't build new inventory because they don't like the rent control, then you have very little new buildings being built that are apartments. So then the apartment rents skyrocket for the new people. That's why San Francisco and Manhattan have like the highest rents for new people. And it just makes people poorer and poorer, and that's their system. And then you look at mass immigration, what does that do? That floods millions of people into America, lowering our wages. And then a lot of these immigrants, not all of them, but a big chunk of them are on welfare programs. That makes our tax burden go higher and higher. We got to pay more taxes to support all these welfare programs. And then it gets even worse because then the apartment rents go way up. As you have millions of new people coming into the country, that makes the rents go way up. So you pay higher rent for your apartment. That benefits the rich elites that own the apartment building. And then you make less money. That benefits, the corporate elites that, own the company. They pay you less, so they benefit from that. And then you pay higher taxes. That benefits the government because you got to pay for all this extra welfare for all these, millions of people coming into the country. The entire system that the Democrat Party socialist system supports basically is trying to create massive income inequality. We middle class are going to get poorer and poorer. The rich elites at the top, they're going to get richer and richer. The government sector, the government workers, the government politicians, they're going to get richer and richer. These CEOs, especially these techie company CEOs, I've talked about that a lot, how the gig economy, the gig workers get treated terrible. They make virtually no money. The gig workers are treated terrible. They're in poverty, misery, and then these CEOs at the top of these gig companies, they're making billions and billions off the stock options. And that's the system. They're creating a socialist system where they at the top make all the money, and then they create a massive slave labor underclass. They gut the middle class, tax the middle class into poverty, create a massive misery underclass, get most of those people voting for the Democrat socialism, thinking they're going to get free goodies, and then the people at the top make all the money. And then the free goodies you get, it's all like weaponized stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's like I was just saying, it'll be a free college degree, so the wages go down. It will be free daycare for your kids, so the wages go down. It's all like weaponized stuff to make you make less money. They're not giving you free goodies for anything. No, they're giving you free goodies to make you poorer and poorer and poorer. Just like the rent control. It's the opposite of what they say it does. They say, oh, that will make rents cheaper. No, it makes rents more expensive. The new people will pay a fortune. It makes rents more expensive. It makes people poorer and poorer. And for the people that stay on rent control for their entire life, thinking they're gaming the system because they got this cheap apartment for like $500, $600, $700 a month for their whole life because they got the rent control unit and they're so happy and they're so Democrat socialist. Here's the thing. You're never going to build equity. You're never going to be middle class because you're never going to buy your own unit. You're never going to buy your own house. You're never going to buy your own condo. So you're never going to build equity. You're just going to stay poor forever. You're just a renter slave on the renter slave plantation for your entire life, basically in that system, voting for the socialists your entire life as a renter slave, because 90% of the people in that situation, they vote for the Democrat socialists. You look at cities like San Francisco, Manhattan, and you look at these people in rent control units. I mean, it's over 90% Democrat Party voters, and that's the whole system. The whole system is to create these massive underclasses and then use them as voting blocks to keep voting in the socialists that are then shifting middle-class wealth to the billionaire elites at the top. So as Democrat socialism takes over this country, expect to see massive income inequality where the poor are going to get poor, middle class will collapse into poverty, and the rich elites at the top, they're going to make all the money. They're going to make all the money, just billions and billions. Another issue I want to talk about is the family, because they're destroying the family. That's another issue I want to talk about. I'm not sure how many more minutes we got, but I want to talk about how they're wrecking the family. I'm trying to figure out if we're even going. I'm not even sure if we're recording. I'm just going to keep going for 2 more minutes. I think it's recording, just not sure. But they're destroying the family as well. That's another thing they're doing. And why are they trying to destroy the family, which they're doing? With the welfare state, you got the food stamps, the welfare state. You got a lot of women out there. They're on the food stamps and the welfare. They get like $50,000 when you add up the rent control, not the rent control, the welfare recipients. They get Section 8. Yeah, that's what it is. The welfare recipients, it's Section 8, welfare, food stamps, earned income, welfare, tax credits. They just get all this free money. You know what I'm saying? And when you add it all up, it's like $50,000 if they got lots of kids. They get like $50,000 and all this free goodies. And then they don't want a man. Because if they get a man, the man makes $30,000. He makes less in the welfare state, so they don't even want a man. A lot of these women, they just want to be single and just get married to the government, just get married to the welfare check, get married to the food stamps, and then they use the food stamps to just get huge. No offense, but it's true. I mean, you look at a lot of these women on welfare and food stamps, and they're huge. They're like 200-300 pounds, and you see it all the time. And then when you say that, people will say you're a bigot. They'll say you're a fat phobia or whatever. They'll say you're a bigot. Well, I'm just saying the truth. I mean, when you look at a lot of these welfare recipient females on the food stamps, I mean, they're huge. They got like 5 babies by 4 different daddies, and they're weighing like 300 pounds, and you see that all the time. And why would the government want to destroy the family? Because that's what the corporations want. They want the family destroyed because they want you single. They want you single so they can pay you less money. Think about it like this. Let's say you're married. And your job is paying you little money, but you got a gig job, and you realize you're driving for this ride-sharing app, and after you pay all your expenses, you're making like $6 an hour. Now, if you're married and your marriage partner makes good money, you can just quit that gutter trash job. You can just quit that gutter trash job. You know what I'm saying? But if you're single, you can't quit. You're a slave. You can't quit. And that's their system. That's why they want to destroy the family. They want everybody to be single, so then they have you as their slave. I mean, it's just so sick. The more you study it, the more disgusted it gets. And they're just wrecking the country. I was just in Salt Lake yesterday, and I see all these buildings they're building. And they're all like these 5-story buildings in Salt Lake City. Like 4 stories, 5 stories, 10 stories, 6 stories. All this new construction all over the place. And it's all basically apartments and condos. But most of the units are like 1-bedroom units. They're like 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom units, most of it. And it's just these big 5-story apartment buildings. That's what they're building nowadays. They're not like building very many single-family houses anymore because the people at the top, they already know what they're doing. They're going to create a system of a bunch of single, miserable people working 80 hours a week, voting for the Democrat socialists, working their techie jobs 70 hours a week, working their yuppie jobs 70 hours a week, voting for the Democrat socialists, because a lot of times in those cities, like 90% of these yuppies vote Democrat socialists, and then they're living in their one-bedroom commie condo deluxe. Their one-bedroom commie condo deluxe, and it's like 300, 500, 700,000 depending on the city. And they're working 70 hours a week to pay the mortgage payment for their one-bedroom commie condo deluxe. It's just a total scam. It's just a total scam. So I just want to say that real quick as well. And I'll just show you around real quick. It's just a beautiful day. I think the camera battery just died. Sorry about the wind, but it is just a beautiful day. It's about 75 degrees up here. It's like 85 in Ogden. And it's just absolutely beautiful up there. It's like 75, cool breeze coming off the mountain. But unfortunately, the cool breeze kind of, it's loud and it wrecks the blog, unfortunately. But as you can see, it's just an absolute beautiful day. So hopefully, all my techie, yuppie, leftist, liberal, hopefully in the big cities, hopefully you're doing really good right now in your office job. Probably working a 10-hour, 12-hour shift. Probably gonna have a lovely 1-hour traffic jam to go home to today. Probably got to pay a $5,000 mortgage payment on your commie condo deluxe, your 2-bedroom commie condo deluxe. Yeah, enjoy life, just saying. But it is just a beautiful day, and you could be here too. And you'd have a single family house, and you'd have like an $800 mortgage payment just like me, and you could go skiing all winter long and go hiking in the mountains all summer long. But if you want to work 70 hours a week, that's your choice.